It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports.
Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson.
And off we go from Nashville.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. You look at the defense for these Texans.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Levis back to throw.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. DJ Reader.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
It's taken to the 26. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down, Houston.
Up the middle they go. It's Wagner, and he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Wagner, and some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
First down, Texans.
Stroud to throw it.
Now a short one to Gesicki. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Patterson's kick is good.
And it's now 3-0 Texans.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now Levis.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 9 catches, 97 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
Hand off to Spears.
And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here's Spears on 2nd down.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Right back to Spears.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. That one's taken in by Spears.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Texans' 18-yard line.
On the ground, this is Julius Chestnut.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Levis to throw it.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Maurice Hurst gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
For the field goal, a 42-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, But the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
On first down, it's Wagner. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Texans at 7-8 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
On third down, Wagner, and he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. On first down, here's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Wagner, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Wagner, that is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. Now 2nd and 5 as they've got it as we resume action. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Levis on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First down, Texans.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll run on first down. It's Wagner. He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now here's Stroud. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Haskins on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Haskins. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Oh, look at the juke. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense taking over again. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Caleb Farley there on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That's one of those, Charles, when it works, it looks amazing, and when it doesn't, it means trouble.
Yeah, you're right about that one, partner, because that allows us to say, what are you thinking when it doesn't work? Although I know it is my...
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. Will Anderson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. It's Levis. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10.
Christian Harris on the coverage.
Levis looking to throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Working from the gun, here's Levis.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He's been terrific so far. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. Stroud now on 1st and 10.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
On the bootleg, Stroud. That's complete to Dell.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Texans 1st down.
Up the middle they go. Wagner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. Stroud working out of the gun.
Completion left side to Miller.
Look at the big fella go.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-3.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Now the Titans getting set to go.
Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Levis.
His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's Levis.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Will Anderson
able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. carry, it's Chestnut. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They will have like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
Taken right around the 44. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Wagner. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Stroud on 3rd down now. That is caught. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Here goes Stroud again. And that'll be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back, who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Throwing now is Stroud toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller, because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slam. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Now Stroud. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Cameron Sample able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
The Texans send the punter out. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Haskins now on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. It's complete. Burks. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Levis to throw off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Henry To'oTo'o there to bring him down defensively.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Cockrell holds it in left side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Levis. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Will Levis. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
Texans 17, Titans 10.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record, but that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Now left side on the swing pass.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
They'll run with Chestnut. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A give to Haskins up the middle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
There's the stiff arm. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Levis on 3rd down. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 45-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now at 17-13. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. That is caught by Dell. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out come the Titans now. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Levis to throw it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Jimmy Ward there defensively.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
39-yard line.
Stroud out of the gun here. He gets this one to Mechie.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Play action. Stroud now.
That's complete. It's Collins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
That is caught.
Ooh, with a juke. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Wagner. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Tank Dell.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That pass complete to Moore.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Levis looking to throw.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Levis back to throw.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Levis to throw once more. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Now Levis. It's complete. Burks.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards. And the Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Levis. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Levis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Will Anderson.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, that's deep for Duvernay.
It's caught inside the 25.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Straight ahead, here's Haskins.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Levis sets up to throw here.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
That's another Titans 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A 2nd down throw from Levis.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Elijah Moore.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
To the right side and caught by Dell.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On first down, Wagner, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Stroud.
And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll run on first down. It's Wagner, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
63 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
And Stroud now to throw.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So Levis and the Titans now
down by 2 touchdowns. 1:45 to play. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw is on target to Burks. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Levis to throw.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Levis. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Levis. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.